the Ballito Rage Festival is set to go ahead as planned despite calls for its cancellation. Last year, the event ended up being a super spreader, resulting in the rapid rise in the number of COVID-19 cases. The event organizers say this year they will do things differently. All attendees and staff must be fully vaccinated and show digital proof of vaccination. We get some reaction from Zwile Zulu from the National Association of School Governing Bodies. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Zulu. I think let's just get your perspective of whether or not you think the Rage Festival should be cancelled this year.
Thanks. You see, when you talk about the Rage Festival, it's not like an event that gets organized a day after or before the event. It's an event that gets organized days before it takes place. Right now in KZN, in Ballito and in Zimbabwe, for instance, we had a hotel that has been closed for long, and I can assure you now that the capital hotel that we have at Zimbabwe has been waiting for this event. Hence, it's opening on the 1st of this month. So the economy, we need to look at it very seriously. Yes, emotionally, we could think that it should be cancelled, should not take place because of the situation. But the reality is that we are living in an economy that is collapsing, and we need to ensure that we make money. But that doesn't mean that money is more important than everything else. But people should not lose what they've invested, because people have paid money for this event. If they cancel it, they lose a lot of money.
So sorry, let me just get your perspective. You saying that it should not be cancelled?
I don't think it should be cancelled at this stage. It's too late for it to be cancelled. Whoever is advocating that it should not take place should have started earlier and should have made some people ready for it not to take place. Because if you say it should be cancelled when it's about to take place in few days' time, not even weeks, few days' time, people are ready for it and are waiting to open the doors for the young kids to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, while young kids enjoy themselves, Mr. Zulu, there's huge ramifications and risks here at play. If one remembers what happened in December 2020, we do understand that the beta variant was identified, and government had been warned about this festival and how it's potentially going to be a super spreader event. You're dealing with people that have possibly not been vaccinated yet, or an age group that has only received one Pfizer dose, so the protection is a lot less, and the exposure to older and vulnerable age groups that could potentially fall sick. Do you not think that it's a risk, and that's short-term pain for long-term benefits? So let's cancel this event, wait until Omicron, this variant is possibly, there's more information around it, then risking so many lives.
You see, one thing we must understand as this country, the way we manage risk, I don't think is a right way. We are a bit haphazard. We want to react to the situation. If you recall as to what happened when the national government had the State of the Nation address and a budget, few weeks' time, they then said, no, let's close the country. So it means we as a country, we are not managing it right. But it doesn't mean that whatever that was reported may be the thing that caused everyone to panic. The young kids who are coming to the range must be taught as to how they should behave, and who has to do that is parents. As a representative of the School Governing Bodies Association, I must ask parents, because the parents themselves are the ones who are going to suffer, are the ones who have paid. So are the ones who are feeling it much better than people who are talking in the street about the event. So it starts with them. It also goes back to the people who are going to benefit out of it. So for me, it's like we take all the precautionary measures and follow the regulations as they are as parents, together with our kids, and ensure that this event, while it's taking place the way we want it to, but it must be controlled. The controls are within our midst. We need to make sure that there are controls put in place to ensure that our kids are protected, because we don't want to lose them, because we don't only lose them, we also lose the parents, because it starts with them as they come back home.
Sure. Mr. Zulu, do you not think that the festival should rather be postponed and pushed back to a later date until there is more clarity on how dangerous this Omicron variant is?
I'll take you to the elections. People were talking about that to say elections must be postponed to February. How would you postpone an event like this one? The reason we lost...
It's easy. It's easy to postpone an event. You notify them that it's dangerous and there's a high risk. You're dealing with people that are not fully vaccinated. They go home to their grandparents and parents and could possibly make them sick. It's a festival. People are dancing. There's no social distancing. There's poor ventilation.
Correct. When you look at it from that perspective, it's just dancing. But what about the money that has been spent? What about the business that has lost money? What about the parent who's losing money based on this? When we could have put controls in ensuring that the event doesn't have the effects that it has. Because we could have that. People are living here. I'm living in Ballito. I'm at Zimbabwe as I'm talking to you. We are trying to control our situation. For these kids to arrive and manage the situation as they've been told by their parents, I don't think it's going to be a difficult thing to do.